tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Just like that. Just like that.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Strip that ball.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Say. Right there.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle that time by William Hayes. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go, D.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
18. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the pass.
On first down, Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they try to sweep to Jones. Bust through the tackle. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Yeah, live.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Corey Legion.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Rodgers now to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Under 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, this will be caught by Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
Now, 180. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They keep it with Crowell on 1st. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go, go.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Let's bring it. 51 to Mike.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Carr to throw. Man open left side is Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Carr. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. On second down, here's Crowell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice. A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage. Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it? Absolutely. They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now Carr. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal. It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it. Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Rodgers now on first down. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh? No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot. One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
319.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On second down, Crowell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, pick your game up. Check, 93's the mic.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got it to Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Throwing now is Carr. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Crowell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Double dog, that's the way.
On the run, it's Crowell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Raiders on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Carr. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, 180. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Slow it down. Check 24. Check 24. X3. 218. Chop.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give Crowell another crack. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check. Lucky. Go Chiefs.
Carr going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Carlson is good. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the 1st. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Carr now to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Carlson able to put this one through. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Carr now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Crowell. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. On 2nd down now, Crowell. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
808. 951.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. There's a short little toss to Carrier. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
1st down, Raiders.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
What down? 280. 5 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Brian Grant, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch the slant. 36. Later one.
Again, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Joshua Perkins. It's 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Ryan Grant in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Crowell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Crowell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Carr. He's got it complete to Perkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll run it again with Crowell. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
I can't believe they let you play. 93. 93. 51. Mike, 51. School. Bring it.
Operating from the gun. Carr looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That one, 28 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got Lewis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down carry by Jones. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
We got to step it up.
They'll get this out wide to Allison. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On first down, Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Dean Lowry showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Now Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers, it's caught here by Adams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, Raiders.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carr. This is Crowell on the catch. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Crowell running right. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Carnell on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perkins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now, what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Crowell, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Benson Mayowa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a draw play. This is Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Switch. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards, first down Packers. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get.
And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A. where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack and whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr gives to Richard. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I'm coming. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Mike 55.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Around the NFL, fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons, they wind up winning that one. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers going to throw again. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for Oakland, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
word. For your mom to your pops to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, like them keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scam when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up.